Palmer hosting Crosstown. Now, we've got Pathfinder. We got a couple of rivals right here. Crosstown rivals. No score in the second quarter. Pathfinder driving. That handoff, as you can see, ends up on the ground, and Dylan Holbrook recovers. Palmer ball now. Matthew Santos taking the snap, fakes the handoff. That is a downfield missile. Kenneth Brown coming down with it for a big gain. First down, Panthers. Same drive now. Matthew Santos drops back. He rolls left. Pump fake, taking it himself, running by a defender, breaking ankles as he picks up that first down and then some. Panthers moving the ball now with ease. Few plays later, Palmer, he's looking deep. Matthew Santos passing it downfield, picked off by the Pathfinders. Jarrett Scowya. Pioneers taking over. Pathfinders with the ball now. Handoff goes to Caleb. Caleb up the middle. Pioneers pick up the first down and much more. Spin move. Hard run, and that drive does unfortunately end up ending with a punt. Great play there, though. Palmer with the ball. Matthew Santos dropping back. He finds his guy across the middle. Smola sheds a tackle down the sideline for another Panther first down. Third and goal now. Matthew Santos handing it off to Jimmy Sem. Sem looking for the hole, and he finds a hole opening. Panthers touchdown. And we got a little 6-7 action on the scoreboard right there with Palmer taking the win.